What is something that you were told or learned as a kid or maybe as an adult that was completely erroneous?
Oh, dude, don't get me started.
All right. Think about this for a second. This is interesting. I'm going to go to phones on this. So, what is something that you were told as a kid, maybe as a teenager, maybe as an adult, and you believed it, and it was totally freaking erroneous? I had a flashback. This is where this is coming from. So, the temperature's now, I don't know, 92, 93 degrees. The humidity is here. You know, it's not even officially summer. Got some hot days. So I'm out doing my walk. And you know what? I usually don't bring water with me. And I know that because I don't really have, I wear my weighted vest, but I don't have like a backpack and I don't have a camel back. And I'm fine. I can go do a, 3-5 mile walk, even in blazing sun.
And not have to have a drink.
I don't have to have a drink, right? But I was a little thirsty the other day, and this dawned on me, and I'm like, oh my God. You know when you have a flashback and suddenly something you haven't thought about for 30 years, 20 years, 40, whatever. I had a flashback, and I had a camp counselor that told me and all the other campers the most erroneous crap. And for whatever reason, this just came flying back. So I went to summer camp for a number of years as a kid up in New York State. And, we used to go on hikes, and we had those canteens. Remember the camp canteens, like the metal canteens?
The round ones with the little screw top?
Yeah. Well, some looked like, like Army water bottles. Some looked like, they were like round, like Frisbee shaped or like landmines, you know. So you had different types of canteens. I remember this memory came rushing back the other day that we'd be out, 90-degree days, hot sunshine, up in the Catskills. We're on a big hike. And I had a counselor that told us, don't swallow the water. We're thirsty as hell. Our canteens are filled. And this counselor was telling all of the campers, nope, when you're thirsty, you don't drink the water. You just swish it around and spit it out.
Doesn't sound right.
Well, but we all believed him. And he would yell at us if we drank the water. He yelled at us. We had to swish the water in our mouth and then spit it out. It's like, no, you drink the water to replace the body fluids, the sweat that leaves your body. You have to replenish. You have to hydrate. So that was just erroneous, total BS. And we believed that. And, of course, as I got older, I knew that is completely bogus. No, you need to drink the water to replace the fluids that you've lost through sweating because it's hot as monkey, out there.
Was there maybe another reason?
No.
Where did the water come from?
Yeah, was it like creek water or something? And
Yeah.
We filled our canteens in the water fountain at the camp or in the sink before we left the bunk.
Yeah.
But this dope, this imbecile was telling these kids, we're in the blazing hot sun hiking for hours.
Yeah.
Nope, you can't drink the water. You got to swish it around. Where the hell did that come from?
I don't know.
I bet you this guy's probably dead. He probably
he died of dehydration.
That's what I'm thinking. That's exactly what I was about to say.
I can't drink it.
So
just swish it around.
I want to go to phones on this. I want to grab calls. Was there something you were told as a kid or a teenager, even as an adult?
Yeah.
That somebody swore by something that, this was a fact, and maybe you believed it, or maybe you quickly discovered that this is completely erroneous. I thought it'd be interesting to see if we can get some phone calls. Anyone listening, you just heard my story, which is completely bogus. Of course you need to drink the freaking water to hydrate yourself. Do you have any other story about something you were told that was just completely wrong?
Yeah.
Completely not even connected remotely to reality. All right, 800-990-1047. Fester's snickering. It's almost like you have a story.
I specifically remember something that fell into this category.
All right, hold on to that thought.
Me too.
Both of you. Oh, this is great. All right, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. What were you once told or taught that was completely erroneous? I mean, a complete 180 from reality. All right, 800-990-1047. That's how you get in. I'd love to hear your story, and these could be all over the road, which I think will be great. All right, Michelle, you first. What do you remember?
You can't get pregnant the first time you do it.
Oh, jeez.
Wow. Who told you
All
that?
right, let's go right. Who told you that?
I don't know.
Was that your friend Lori?
Maybe. I mean, whoever was around, you're like, people trying to convince you to do stuff, and you're like, no. And they're like, you can't get pregnant. And it's like, well, that might not be the only thing I'm worried about.
I thought that was like recidivist Lori or whatever her name was. Yeah. All right, Fester, what is your story? Oh, look at the phones. Every line is ringing. Let me put some of these on hold.
The more I think about it, maybe the guy was right. Because Father O'Shaughnessy told me that certain activities would make you go blind.
And
I just recently got my first pair of readers. After,
are you making this up?
after
Hold on. Is there really a Father O'Shaughnessy?
There was. He's probably dead now. There was a Father O'Shaughnessy. He's like, you watch out there, boys. It's a sin, and the Lord will strike you with blindness if you keep that up, boys.
Out on Long Island?
And they were like, oh my God.
How old are you when Father O'Shaughnessy was telling you this?
7.
12? 11? Yeah. Oh, boys, you watch it now, because it's a sin to the Lord, and he'll strike you blind if he catches you. And he sees everything, boys. You want to watch out, it'll make you go blind. And I'm like, oh my God. And then at age 50, I'm like, Allison, I think I need readers.
Oh, yeah. Father O'Shaughnessy was right. I'm going blind. Oh, my God. I can't see. I mean,
Jesus is playing the long game with me.
All right, let's go to phones. What happened to Katrina? Katrina, you were the first call. Katrina, I was just picking you up and you dropped.
We scared her.
We scared Katrina. Come on. Katrina, call us back.
Yeah. Follow that.
All right, let me grab. Oh, Crazy Dave in Largo, man. We haven't heard from Crazy Dave in a long time.
He texts me 3 times a day.
Oh, he does?
Hey,
Dave.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, we got Racy Stacy in Largo and Crazy Dave in Largo. You guys ought to get together. All right, Crazy Dave.
Hey, no, I'm married. My wife might not appreciate
Dave,
that.
as a social visit, not a get-together, you weirdo.
Oh, okay.
What's the story, Dave? What do you have for us?
All right. Well, when I was in Holy Family grade school in Watertown, New York,
Right.
I had a gym teacher who, and we had a uniform that we had to wear, which included dark colored socks and the dark.
Yeah, you had to dress out for gym.
Yeah, we had to change into specific gym clothes.
Yep.
And our gym teacher always insisted that we wear white socks. We had to wear white socks because in his mind, he said that white socks prevented bacteria growth.
What?
Yeah. He said that dark socks caused bacteria to, and he used this word, fester. Dark socks will make bacteria, fester in your feet and everything. And so we had to wear white socks. He would dock us. We'd get less points, lower grade in gym that day if we didn't wear our white socks.
Thank you, Mark, or Crazy Dave. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Dave.
Let me grab Mark is next. That was Crazy Dave. This is Mark in Nashville. Mark, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, morning, MJ.
Hey.
I was calling. I got a similar story to yours, and I don't know how anyone didn't die, but I graduated from Lato High School. I live in Nashville now, but I graduated there in '82.
Yep.
And we used to have 2-a-day practices in Florida's hot sun, and we could only have ice chips. And the coach, everybody was, it was horrible because if I could just had water, it would have been great. Everybody was dying. So I played baseball, too, and I decided, baseball, we had big coolers full of ice water, Gatorade, everything.
So this was Lato High School in the early 80s, and the coach would not let you drink water? You could only suck on ice chips?
In 2-a-day practices in the summertime.
That guy would be brought up on charges today.
Seriously.
That's a true story, and I quit because I love playing football, but I was thirsty the whole time. I said, this is killing me. So I finally, I'm surprised nobody dropped dead, honestly.
Maybe they did. Maybe. So I wonder when the ice chip policy, you can't drink any water at Lato High School. That is insane. Yeah. Mark, this is exactly the story I'm looking for.
They thought that too much water would make you sick to your stomach or something like that. I mean, that was the way it was back then. It was the strangest thing.
Wow. All right, Mark, good story, buddy. Thank you. Let me grab Jennifer in Tampa. Jennifer, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
I can't believe I got through. I've been listening since like 1999, and I finally got through.
Oh, Jennifer, thank you very much. I appreciate you listening to the MJ Morning Show. Go ahead.
Yes. Floridian. I grew up in Miami, Florida, and I lived with my grandparents when I was little. My grandfather was in the Navy, and whenever I would open up the freezer and just stare at it, he would holler, "It's going to blow! Close the freezer!"
It's going to blow?
It's going to blow up. It's going to explode.
Mm-hmm. Wait, so what was this rationale of opening the freezer to get something out and it was going to blow up?
I don't know. I was like 4 or 5, and maybe he just wanted to save on electricity. Mm-hmm. I don't know, but it was really scary when I was a toddler.
But her whole life she thought that the refrigerator or freezer was going to blow.
Right.
She doesn't even open up her freezer today.
Nope.
She's afraid of a big explosion.
Non-perishables only.
Yeah. All right. So, Jennifer, at what age did you finally find out that your freezer was not going to blow up if you opened the door?
I think it was obviously when I was older, obviously teenager, because I would sit there and look at it and knew it wasn't going to blow up.
Jennifer, and did your grandfather pass from an appliance explosion by any chance?
No, he didn't.
Okay. All right, Jennifer, thanks for calling in and thanks for getting in.
Okay, bye.
Look at that. First time. Listening for, 26 years and finally got in. All right, Travis in Clearwater. Hey, if you're just tuning in, I told the story about a camp counselor when I was like 7, 8 years old. We'd go out on long hikes, hot days, and we were not allowed to drink the water in our canteens. We had to just swish it in our mouth and spit it out. And he's like, "You never drink water. You only swish it and spit it out." I'm like, what the hell? I mean, totally erroneous, totally bogus. So I'm asking people to call up because that story just came rushing back. I had one of those memories that I haven't thought about in 40 years. And suddenly it just hit me the other day. That's why we're taking calls. What have you been told? What erroneous crap were you once told? Travis in Clearwater. Travis, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, good morning, MJ. So let me start off by saying I am a millennial. All right, I'm 32 years old,
Yep.
And I grew up. My parents told me that when I was riding in the backseat of the car, that it was illegal for me to turn on the overhead dome light, the interior car light. That we would get pulled over, and the police would give us tickets if we were caught driving with that interior dome light on.
Dude, I tell my kids that too. They would turn the back. We have not a dome light, but the lights are over the door, and the kid will turn them on so it illuminates their corner. I'm like, shut that off. It's illegal to have that light on. I've said that to my kids.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So my dad never said it was illegal. My dad used to throw a hissy fit that he can't see the glare. I can't see the road.
Yeah.
I'm swerving all over the place. Oh my God! Holy crap! You little snitch! Son of a bitch!
You know what's crazy is I believed that. I was driving. I probably believed that until I was, I don't know, maybe 20 years old. I genuinely thought that is against the law. That's a crime. You can't do that.
Thank you for the call. Oh, Michelle, Chloe just texted me.
Yeah.
Little girl.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, hang on. I'll tell that story in a minute. Nick is in St. Pete. Nick, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Morning.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing much. So I used to play football growing up, and after you would take your lap or whatever, everybody would bending over, breathing, and then the coach would go, "Everybody stand up. The air's up, and the good air is when you're standing up." Where's the facts on if there's good air at the bottom of the ground or the top? Doesn't make sense to me.
Good air.
Nick, thanks for the call.
He's right.
Jackie in St. Pete. Jackie, MJ Morning Show, you're up. Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
So when I was little, when we would have a picnic or something, my mother told me that we couldn't get in the swimming pool for an hour after we ate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the whole day. You had lunch. You had grilled cheese sandwich and some potato chips. If you get back in the pool, you're gonna drown.
Yeah, an hour. An hour
Yeah,
was
I
the
think
universal
they
time.
said something like you'll get cramps or something
Yeah,
like that.
oh.
You can't go in the pool for an hour.
I remember the same damn thing when I was little as well. Yeah, that's just erroneous. Anyway, thank you, Jackie. I appreciate it.
Bye.
All right, Adam and let me grab Adam, Ronaldo, and Derek. 3 more calls, and then I got to move on. Man, this turned into a successful segment. Adam and Trinity, MJ Morning Show. You're up. Hi.
All right, MJ, I got a good one for you. I have twin little sisters that are 8 years younger than me, and when they were growing up, I told them that chocolate milk came from black cows. And they believed me until about one day they came home from school in 3rd grade, and they were so pissed because they had told their teacher that, they told the teacher she was wrong, that chocolate milk came from black cows, and they still to this day bring it up to me.
Or brown cows.
Brown cows, right? That's funny.
All right, thank you, man. Ronaldo in St. Pete. Ronaldo, MJ Morning Show. You're up. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Rolando.
Rolando, thank you for getting that correctly. Yeah. Thank you.
You bet. Go ahead, Rolando.
Listener.
Thank you.
Been listening to you forever, man. Love you guys. Listen to you every morning.
Thanks.
All the things you guys been saying are great. I'm almost 69 years old, born in Cuba. The biggest one that really got me was when you eat lunch or something, you have to wait an hour before you get a haircut. Now, tell me that's not crazy.
Well, hold on. Whoa. If you eat, you have to wait an hour to get a haircut after lunch?
If you're going to get a haircut today, my father and my mother would tell me, you cannot eat anything an hour before you go get a haircut. Just like going to the pool, same crap.
For what reason?
Because they said you would get cramps if you got a haircut after you ate. Now, tell me that's not crazy. You know when I stopped believing this? Not that long ago. I've been talking to some of my friends, Cuban friends and stuff. They same thing.
Yeah, you were 60 years old when you figured that out.
Did your Cuban friends hear
Almost 60 years old. It took me a while, buddy.
Wow.
Did your friends hear it as well, or is it just you?
Yeah, no. Some of the older Cubans have told me the same thing.
See, like some things get into like the lore of a culture where everybody just believes
culture,
it.
And we believe it. We believe it. I mean, what your parents are telling you something, you don't believe that stuff.
All right, Rolando, thank you, buddy. Thanks for listening.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yep.
Love you guys.
Thank you. All right, last call, Derek in Tampa. Derek, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
All right, it's Erroneous Wednesday on the MJ Morning Show. Go ahead.
It is. And, the other caller, people got my same thing about the pool and not going to swim for an hour after you eat and all that stuff there, man. And I believe that for a long time. And I said, oh, man, this is baloney.
Yeah, I eat in the pool.
So
I can believe that.
Yeah, Fester rolls out a whole Fester's got like sandwich boards and charcuterie platters. And
you're making jokes, dude. You're making jokes right now, but I have a pool noodle that I can fit a pub sub in, and it's fantastic.
Fester.
Oh man, Fester has a buffet on a pool raft.
Yeah.
It's pool raft buffet for Fester. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you liked it. Go ahead and click, share, subscribe, all this stuff.